Boys, today we will start a new topic, that is inverse circular functions. Inverse circular functions. Boys, in class 9 and 10, you know this type of equation, that x is equal to sine theta. You know it. Now, to obtain the value of x, you have to put the different values of theta. For example, when theta is equal to 0 degree, what you will get the value of x? X is equal to sine 0, that is 0. When theta is equal to 30 degree, x is equal to sine 30 degree, that is half. When theta is equal to 60 degree, x is equal to sine 60 degree, that is root 3 by 2, etc. You know it. Now here, the value of theta we are putting, and after putting the value of theta, we will get the value of x. Here, in x is equal to sine theta, this theta is called domain. Remember it. This theta is called domain. And then this x is called the range. Now, if we put the value of domain, we will get the range of the function. We will get the range of the function. X is equal to sine theta. It indicates that x depends on theta, and it is expressed in terms of sine, that is sine of theta. Now start taking the values of theta which exist in domain. You will get the values of x, the functional value. Similarly, we will have some other functions as x is equal to cos theta, x is equal to tan theta, cot theta, sec theta, cosec theta, other trigonometrical ratios we may have. Suppose in case of algebra, you have done, suppose y is equal to 3 plus 2x. Now y is equal to 3 plus 2x, it indicates that y is a function of x. Function of x. In mathematics, boys, we always have a technique that if we are able to express y in terms of x, then is it possible to express x in terms of y or not? Here, if you want to express x in terms of y, you can write x is equal to y minus 3 whole divided by 2. Now, what is the difference between the two? Here, x is a function of y. Now, in case of y as a function of x, you have to choose the value of x, that is the domain, and you will get the value of y, that is range. Here, in x is equal to y minus 3 by 2, you have to choose the value of y, which is the domain, and you will get the value of x, that is range. Here, y is expressed in terms of x. Remember it. Here, you can't take the value of y. You have to take only the value of x. X is the domain. So, whenever a function is given to you, you are able to choose the value of domain character so that you will get the value of range. Here, in this, you will be abide to take the value of y only, not the value of x, because here x is expressed in terms of y. So in case of algebra, it is easier for us to express y in terms of x as well as x in terms of y. Now, in case of trigonometry, when x is expressed in terms of theta, we are interested to express theta in terms of x. Now, to express theta in terms of x, we use the inverse function. If x is equal to sine theta, then theta sine inverse x is equal to theta. Remember it. Sine inverse x is equal to theta. What it means? That if you are applying the inverse function, this whole sine, it appears here, that becomes sine inverse x. Let us take some other example. Say x is equal to cos theta. So how you can write? You can write cos inverse x is equal to theta. Just delete this cos from here. It appears here. You can imagine, that is not correct actually, but you can imagine that this cos appears in the left hand side. It becomes x by cos, and that cos, when appears in numerator, it becomes cos power minus 1. It becomes cos power minus 1. But that is a logic, not the truth. Remember it. So we can write cos inverse x is equal to theta. Similarly, if x is equal to tan theta, when we want to apply theta in terms of x, we can write tan inverse x is equal to theta. Now you see here x is expressed in terms of theta, and now here theta is expressed in terms of x. Here x is expressed in terms of theta, theta is expressed in terms of x, and so on. So this is, in this way we can apply an inverse function to an original function. Now here you must know that this inverse function sine inverse x is also written as arc sine x. This is the symbol arc sine x. Arc in the bracket, you should write sine x, or you can write sine x and put an arc over it like this. This is a sine x with an arc over it. This is similar to arc sine x, or you can write it as sine inverse x. The three symbols are synonyms, and you have to use any of these three symbols in your exam. But this symbol is more popular, widely used, and that's why we apply this symbol for solving the problems. Now, you know the use of inverse, that whenever a function x is expressed in terms of theta, to express theta in terms of x, we apply inverse function in trigonometry. Because in just like as in algebra, we are able to express y in terms of x and then x in terms of y. That process does not hold here. So that's why we have introduced sine inverse x. One more thing should be noted here, that sine inverse x does not mean 1 by sine x. Any inverse, it does not mean 1 by sine x. Sine inverse x is arc sine x, or sine x, and you have to put an arc over it. So arc sine x is sine inverse x, but sine inverse x just you have done in case of algebra, that a power minus 1 is equal to 1 by a. You can't apply it here. Remember it. Few boys may take sine inverse x as 1 by sine x. That is totally wrong. Remember it.